Hi everyone, how are you today? So for a feeling of sanity, I felt like I needed to walk out of my front door and come for a long walk today. So I've walked up here onto the moor, and I'm here at Kestor, one of the many tors on Dartmoor. The tors can be on top of the hills, on the side of the hills, or on the bottom of the hills. So they're all different shapes and sizes and very majestic. It's quite an iconic part of this landscape. For those of you that know Dartmoor well, you'll know how they were formed. But for those of you that don't, I thought you might be interested to learn a little bit about the history and the geology of this stunning landscape. There's my dog Sky behind me. Sky, come and tell us the story. So, what we see here today, the granite, was essentially formed around the end of about 290 million years ago. There had been a lot of movement underneath the earth, the continental plates shifting, creating a lot of heat. And in this particular area, the molten granite lava was pushing up underneath the earth, underneath the pre-existing material. And the force and all of that granite molten lava pushing up formed a mountain chain which spreads here underneath Dartmoor, underneath Bodmin Moor, all the way down to the Isles of Scilly. Absolutely stunning and vast, very vast landscape. So we're very lucky to have this on our doorstep. The subsequent ice ages then weathered away through freeze-thaw action all of that surface material. So the earth, the slate, the shale, everything that was on top of the granite weathered away, so fell away down to the edges of the tors, the edges of the moor. And what we see today is really the bones of those mountains. So these would originally have been about 2 to 3 kilometers higher, or 1.5 miles higher than they are today. It's quite hard to imagine, isn't it? A bit more like the Alps. So I'm here today at Kestor, or Castor, as it's called in the Dartmoor dialect. I don't know if you can see behind my head, there's one of the largest, or it is the largest rock basin on Dartmoor, which was also formed naturally, although there are some wonderful theories about druids deliberately digging out these places to do their magical rites and as sacrificial pools of blood. Who knows? Anyway, for those of you that know Dartmoor well, obviously you'll know this inside out. For those of you that don't, I hope it's been a little bit of light relief amongst some of the difficulties perhaps that we were all facing. If this has been of interest, let me know. Put something in the comments. If you have any other questions, put them in the comments and I'll try and answer them. And also post more in the coming days if this is interesting. So stay well and safe, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now.